Are you all familiar with the Border Security GAO report, February 15, 2011? This is the one, Preliminary Observations on Border Control Measures for the Southwest Border. We keep referring to the GAO report. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
All three of you, yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? All right. Mr. Vitello, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. You write in your written testimony, quote, Border Patrol's enforcement efforts on Federal lands can pose unique challenges. What are the unique challenges?
Well, I think the challenges are that there, like a lot of the enforcement work that's done, both for the Border Patrol and in all law enforcement, there's a legal framework that we operate
different. That is different because it is
on protected land. Yes, it is.
And the access, your ability to patrol is different than it is on, say, private land or different types of public land that aren't designated as wilderness, correct?
Right. So depending on the environment, it is different.
Absolutely. Okay. 17 of the 26 Border Patrol stations interviewed by the GAO indicated, quote, when they attempted to obtain a permit or permission to access portions of Federal lands, delays and restrictions have resulted from complying with land management laws, end quote. Would you agree with that or disagree with that?
Well, it's in the report, so I have no dispute about the fact
But you also testify that there's no problem. Everything's getting along rosy. And yet I go back and I read this GAO report, and you've only secured 129 miles of a 2,000-mile border. You can't come before the American people in this country and say that everything's rosy and fine. People are dying. They're getting killed because we have these big gaping holes in our security, and they're going into some of the most inhospitable pieces of land, and they're dying. They're being dehydrated. They're going through these cactus-ridden areas, and they're dying. And we're putting Border Patrols out there and say, oh, just go on foot, just go on horse, because we'd much rather protect this little cactus and this little roadrunner. That's what I've got a concern about. So for you to testify routinely that everything's fine, it's not different, I'm not aware of any instance, and then read that we're having permit and permission troubles is troubling. Let me go on. According to the GAO, 14 of the 17 agents in charge, people that you should be personally familiar with, of the Border Patrol stations indicated delays by Federal land managers reported that they have, quote, been unable to obtain a permit or permission to access certain areas in a timely manner because of how long it takes for land managers to comply with environmental laws. So, how have these delays, based on this report, lessened the agent's ability to detect undocumented aliens in some areas?
The report is a snapshot in time. The framework that's within the MOU allows those agents in charge to make those requests, and when those requests are judged by the Public Lands Liaison or the Borderlands Task Force to be reasonable, then we sort through that and make it happen. To suggest that it's perfect, that's not why I'm here.
The reason you're here is because it's not perfect. Let me move on. As indicated by the GAO, in at least one instance, Border Patrol requested permission to move a mobile surveillance system to a certain area. However, by the time the permission was granted, 4 months after the initial request, illegal traffic had shifted to another area. As a result, Border Patrol, quote, was unable to move the surveillance system to the locale it desired, and during the 4-month delay, agents were limited in their ability to detect undocumented aliens within a 7-mile range that could have been covered by the system, end quote. True or false? Is that statement true or false?
It's true.
So how can you testify that everything's fine and that you're working in such a great relationship? You have a surveillance system that I would think that would make your Border Patrol agents and the United States of America safer, and these people over here are giving you a 4-month delay. How come you're not here with the same type of outrage that I have? How come you're here just saying, oh, it's just, you know, we work together, everybody just get along? We got people dying. How do you respond to that? Because you've testified, and we've listened to what you said, that, oh, everything's fine.
The framework allows for us to move through these issues and this problem. Is it perfect? No.
But in this instance, in a report that came out, it's 4-month delay. How do you, Ms. Thorson, how do you respond to this? Mr. Jensen, jump in here. 4-month delay. Why does that happen?
I'm looking at, asking my folks here to find examples on the National Forest System land here, and we're working as quickly as possible to work through the requests that come through. And we have examples in front of us now, the Zone 20 project, where we're actually moving to build roads within on restricted lands, where we are seeing success. It does not happen immediately in every single case, but we are making tremendous progress in working together to address these concerns as they arise.
My time has expired. Yield back.